Hi there, welcome to the next video in our 12 Steps to Becoming a Mailbox Power Genius video series. Today I'm going to show you how to do just listed and just sold postcards. Very straightforward, and the groups that we want to mail to are our geographic farm, Group A, and Group B. Possibly Group C if you would like. The other thing that you could do if you wanted is to do a bullseye mailing around your just listed property. It sort of depends on geographically if it's somewhere that you want to be doing more business and if you have a long-term strategy for marketing to that area. If it is in your farm, then for sure, of course, you want to. If, however, it is sort of out off the beaten path or in an area where you're not doing a lot of business and maybe you don't have a long-term plan for it, you might be better off redirecting your marketing assets to keep your message in front of the people who have been consistently receiving your message, because marketing is about putting your name and information in front of the same people time and time and time and time again. So just bear that in mind as you're figuring out who you want to mail to. But for sure, we want to send, anytime we get a new listing or anytime we close a deal, we definitely want to send a just listed and a just sold postcard. And heaven forbid if you ever have to do a price reduction, then you want to mail to that same group of people as well. So with that, let's dive right in. It should be pretty straightforward by this point, especially if you've worked your way through all the other videos. And as you know, this is the page you're taken to when you first log in. Now the questions we need to answer, I can hear you guys saying it already. We need to answer who are we going to send it to, what are we going to send, and when are we going to send it, right? So we know who we're going to send it to. For sure, our geographic farm, and for sure, Group A, and for sure, Group B. This is like all the people who we want in our corner who are going to be sending us business. And so that answers the question of who. Now we need to answer the question of what. What are we going to send? Well, if it's a new listing, we're going to send a just listed postcard, right? So in order to do that, you can create your own if you would like. However, you can also come into the design store and you can search for, let's see if anything shows up under listed, just listed. Look at that. So there are a few different options. I like this one partially because it's my own design, but also because I like it to be all about the image, right? So you just click here. Again, you can choose whatever you would like. This is $6.99, a one-time fee. Gives you the right to use this design on as many different listings as you would like, to mail to as many different people as you would like for the life of your account. So this is totally worth it because it also gives you a just sold, just listed, an open house postcard, and then also a price adjustment postcard. And so we're going to work with a just listed card, and you'll see the workflow. So we're going to edit the design. You're welcome to use the photos from my listing if you would like, but this house is sold and the people are living in it. They're quite happy there, so I don't know how they'd feel about you wanting to list their house. But so what we want to do, just listed, that looks great. Then all you want to do is click the photo itself, come over here to photo. Our system links with Facebook and Instagram, so you just go to Instagram wherever you've saved the photos for your listing. I'll just use Instagram just because I love this house. I'm from Pennsylvania. This is like such a so beautiful. Then you just come down here and you adjust. We'll call this 4435 Main Street. And you can add the city if you want. You can add whatever you want. Then we just come over here and let's say that this is going to be $10 million just for fun. So there we go. It's not quite that much, but so this is the front. And same thing. You can click this text button here and it'll open up this editing section over here, so you can change the font size or the type of font if you didn't want an outline, however you want it. The other thing that you might want to do, if you click transform, you can come in here, delete this. You could do it as two separate text boxes, and in order to do that, you just click add an empty text box. Oh, that's the photo. Click, I want the box. There we go. Transform. Come down here and add text. There we go. We're going to say $10 million. This way, if you wanted to, is that right? Yeah, there we go. If you wanted to put the price up here, you could do that. If you wanted to move the address around, put it in the center, you could do it that way too. It's a pretty user-friendly system. So this is the front of the postcard, and there's the house, there's the just listed, the address, awesome. Then on the back, opportunity for more photos as well as your description. So photos, same thing. We're going to come here and we'll just pick the barn photo because that's a pretty cool barn, and then horses because, you know, this particular property is in Pennsylvania. It's just outside of Philadelphia. I think it was listed for $5.5 million. But as you can see, it comes with the main house and the barn, and I think there's a guest house, and it's on, you know, 50 something acres, I believe, and it's a bit of an aspirational property for me, but very pretty. So there's that. Then this is the description. We're gonna scoot that over a little bit so that we make sure. I'm also gonna delete this just so I would rather talk about the house than have my headshot, just a personal preference. There we go. So there's the description, and you know, I can add whatever description I want. This is a beautiful example of a my spelling is not very good today. Pennsylvania Fieldstone, good Lord, Fieldstone farmhouse. You should buy it right now. Call me ASAP. Or, you know, whatever your message and property description is, you can put that in here. So the merge fields are here: return first name, return last name, return company. It's going to pull that information in automatically. And then also here, if you you want to make sure that you're complying with all of your state requirements for any type of advertising disclosures, we always want to add that. So we'll, hold on, we're going to scoot this around, pull this up here, and this comes down here. And we'll make that text maybe a little bit smaller. Boom. And let's just add that one. This is not intended as a solicitation. So solicitation if your property is currently listed with another broker. So that's there. And we'll scoot that down. Now you can see there's like a little, if I scoot it down too far, it disappears, right? Because the system reserves this space down here for barcode and then the address area. And so you don't need to worry about keeping that separate. The system is going to do it for you. Just make sure that whatever the description is, that you can see it. We're going to move this down here. If you wanted to add a logo, you could do that. You just come over here to photo. And, you know, if you wanted to upload it from your computer, you could do that. If you wanted to upload it from a past upload, you could do that. One thing to bear in mind, our system, so here's something interesting to pay attention to. Recent uploads, no photos in this album. Our system does not keep photos long term. We're not a photo storage system. It's just the volume of information would be way too much. So if you're using a photo, like this is my logo, but you can tell that it's the white logo. And let me see, there's the logo. So if I wanted to use it, I could, you know, add a background or find the actual, you know, appropriately colored logo. But I'm not going to make you guys sit through me digging through my computer to try to find the right logo. But then, so once this looks all the way that you want it to look, then you just click Save, Return to Saved Projects. And I like to name, when I rename a saved project for a just listed or just sold postcard, I like to, so copy of just listed template, we're going to come over here under options, rename, and I'm going to call this one, what was it, 4453 Main Street just listed postcard. Update name. That way it's just easier to find later, and it's better for my head, and it keeps your saved projects better organized. So now what we want to do is, so we've answered the question of who we're going to send it to. Our geographic farm, our group A, and our group B. And it's the just listed postcard, right? So now we need to answer the question of when are we going to send it, right? And we want it to go out immediately. So in order to do this, we're just going to come to the campaign builder. We're going to build a little campaign. It's going to take us 5 seconds. Create a new campaign. We're going to call this 4453 Main Street, whatever whatever the address is, just listed. It's a drip campaign because we want it to go out immediately. Create campaign. If we wanted to, let's say we had signed the paperwork and we had all of our marketing materials, but for whatever reason we weren't going to put it on the market for a month. We could, instead of sending it immediately, we could choose a specific date. So let's say we wanted to send it out March 16th, then we would just choose that date there. That way you can get all of your marketing set up ahead of time. And just bear in mind, this is when the project will leave the warehouse. So if you're if you want to send it like a week before it hits the market, then you would want to base it over here. But we're just going to leave it as immediately, just for the sake of this demonstration. Add a project, and what do we call that? 4453. Boom! 4453 Main Street, just listed postcard. Click Add. Save shipment. Oh, whoops. Shipment name 1. Hold on. Refresh. Shipment name 1. We want it to go out immediately. Add a project. 4453. Add. Save shipment. So you can see also, like as I sort of fumble my way through this, our system is very resilient. So don't feel like you're going to break it, because you won't. As you know by this point, because you are, I'm sure, already a Mailbox Power genius, and if you've been through the other video series, you know that our system is built around groups in the address book. I can hear you all saying it with me. Groups in the address book that are linked to campaigns. We have our groups, the geographic farm, group A and group B, and we want them linked to our campaign, which is the 4453 Main Street just listed. So all we do is we come to manage recipients and roll a group. It's going to show us a list of groups in our address book. We just find the groups that we want to enroll, click on enroll this group, and that's it. So it's really, really easy to get all of your marketing done. So here we are. Here are all of the groups. So we just go to geographic farm, enroll this group, group A, enroll this group. I'm going to just click enroll this group. For group A, come back to 4453 Main Street, just listed, options, start campaign, boom. And now, depending on when you've told the system to send it out, if it's immediate, then like within the hour, it'll generate the order, it'll leave the warehouse tomorrow, because that's one of the guarantees that we make, is that your order will go out the next business day. Or if you've set it for a date at some point in the future, you don't need to worry about getting it all together, because now it's all done, right? And so that system works whether it's a just listed card, a just sold postcard, a price adjustment postcard, or if you wanted to invite somebody to an open house, then that's a great system to use as well. Just bear in mind, our open houses where I am, they tend to be on Sundays. So I would want to send the invites out probably 2 weeks in advance. So 2 Mondays before the actual open house. And hopefully your market is busy enough and your pricing is so on point that you never even need to hold an open house, because it just sells right away. If you have any questions, by all means, you are absolutely welcome to reach out to me. All of my contact information is in the description, as well as all over my website. And thanks for checking out this video. Let's move on to our next video in the 12 Steps to Becoming a Mailbox Power Genius video series. Thanks.